how to use your imagination in a powerful way. I was kind of reflecting on my journey before I knew about the law of assumption, before I knew about manifestation. I did not know how to use my imagination. I felt like it was very limited. I titled this live I'm doing today, I titled it Infinite Possibilities, because I've been meditating and thinking about infinite possibilities lately. And if you know some of my videos on here, I talk about manifestation mainly, and also how to manifest love, and I talk about a little bit about how to manifest other things, right? But I was thinking about the version of me before I knew about the law of assumption, before I knew about manifestation, and how that version had a very limiting way of using her imagination. My imagination was so limiting. It felt like I waited for life or God or something outside of me to give me what I wanted. It's in a way, I even stopped dreaming and imagining the possibilities of the things I wanted. It felt like my imagination was swimming in lack. My imagination was swimming in kind of like facing like blank walls all the time. I felt very stuck. I could not imagine past all the things that I lacked in my environment and within me. A lot of us, even when we come into manifestation later in life, we can kind of unknowingly go back to that version of us where we are trying to grab the techniques. We're trying to ask questions to coaches, people like me, right? We're trying to get the answer as to how to get what we want. But we're still stuck in that old version of us that cannot imagine in a more expanded way, in a more powerful way, in a more limitless way. Even as we come into the manifestation world, we know 10 million techniques, right? We know how to do SATs, which is a Neville Goddard technique. It becomes mechanical and robotic. We learn how to use all those things in a mechanical way. Another thing that we do, we will listen and follow millions of manifestation coaches and save loads of videos. But we never bring to life what we're learning, how to make it one with who we are. Usually the way we learn how to do that is by practicing with our imagination, by imagining how many possibilities are out there for us to get what we want, and how like even the path to getting what we want, imagining that it's not limited but it's limitless, it's abundant, right? So see what I'm sharing there? I'm sharing a way of shifting from the old version that discovers manifestation and that still tries to get things in your world, manifest things in your world from that very small way of imagining life and imagining who you are, to now shifting into the person who is like, okay, there are possibilities out there. There are so many amazing ways for you to get what you want, for you to even imagine who you are, the versions of you. There are many abundant possibilities of who you are out there. So shifting into that version, using your imagination to shift into that version. Hopefully this is making sense, right? Let me know if it's making sense or not. But I was thinking about that lately, thinking about how we approach the work of Neville in such a limited way, right? We make it so small. We bring everything down to that one little thing we're looking for. This is another way to also learn to grow in your imagination. Okay, I thought I wasn't going to talk about manifesting a specific person in love, but things are changing. I'm sensing that I want to talk a little bit. I'm going to bring that example into what I'm sharing here. So, for instance, when we decide to manifest love, especially we decide to manifest a specific person that we want that person to project the love that we want to us, right? What happens is that we kind of limit, we bring a bit of lack into the possibility of manifestation. We make it about that one person. We make it about that one specific timing we have in mind to manifest that love we want. So see how even imagining manifesting a specific person can make your imagination so small. We have to learn to make it bigger, right? You have to start imagining how love can be abundant for you, how there are possibilities of many wonderful people out there reflecting that love back to you. And that way of thinking about manifestation is much more powerful, right? It helps you realize that you are not waiting for that one thing and that one person as the only savior or as the only way to get what you want. The whole manifestation journey is more than just give me a technique, right? So I can create what I want. One of the things I love with some of my clients, right? All of them really, they come to me, for instance, to learn how to manifest love, a specific person. Actually, not just love, let's say a specific person. And again, I share so clearly in my videos that, you know, in order to learn how to manifest one thing, really, you have to make it about you, about your journey of embodiment, not about the thing that you want. So with my clients, I love it every time, you know, let's say maybe by week 4 or week 5 of coaching with me, it clicks for them. They shift into becoming that version who sees so much more than just the one thing they desire, right? And it's like the version brings a world that is expansive, that is bigger, because a lot of times what they're learning about manifesting love suddenly starts going into other areas of their life, like manifesting more money or manifesting more opportunities or manifesting other things, and life becomes even more fulfilling. How cultivating an infinite imagination is really one of the ways to start learning how to manifest with more ease, right? Manifest the things we want more quickly. The reason why, for instance, I am huge on teaching manifestation from a place of self-discovery is that, like I always say in my videos, you and I are already manifesting powerfully. The imagination we have is working for us, it's working from us, whether it's creating things we want or things we don't want. It's already doing that, right? And when you learn to use manifestation from a self-discovery place, what you're doing is that you are learning your own unique ways of doing it. And you're using Neville to understand bigger concepts, right? To understand how to apply things. When you're applying manifestation, you're reading Neville, you're listening to coaches out there. If you don't know who you really are, if you don't know how you are already creating the things you want in life, it's very easy to borrow how someone is doing it out there and then not get the results you desire and feel like you are a failure, something is wrong with you. But nothing is wrong with you. You are as powerful as me or anyone out there manifesting. When I was on my journey of manifestation in the beginning, first 3 months, like everyone, right? I was listening to so many people, I was trying everything, and it was exhausting. And I had to pause and go, wait a second. This manifestation thing is not anything outside of me. And if it's not anything outside of me, my desires are already inside of me, right? Why am I trying so hard for something outside of me to give it to me? Even the specific love, even the specific person. So at some point you have to just, you hit this wall and you realize, wait a second, the way I've been doing it is not working. Let me figure out how it works. And like I always say, you are the one that makes it work, not the technique. You've got to abandon the idea that the perfect technique will make it work for you or not. You are the perfection. So that's why going back to knowing who you are, which is, again, when you get coaching with me, we go so much deeper into what is it like to apply self-discovery on this manifestation journey, right? Getting to know who you. Also, by the way, guys, I have another group coaching starting soon. So if you're interested in that, the application for coaching with me one-on-one or coaching with me in a group setting, both are very powerful.